what you believe is the reason behind a 20-year-old. And remember, even the Beckham documentary, David said that it took him a little bit of time, took Nicol a bit of time, took Gareth Bale a little bit of time, but it's not taken Jude Bellingham any time at all to be an integral part of this team. Why do you think that is?
I think if we're going to highlight one quality of his on the pitch, I think it's his movement off the ball, which is the single most important thing. If you go back and watch his goals again, which I did sort of over and over again for this piece, time and time again, it's his movement off the ball leading up to the goal that leaves him either in space or in the right position to score. As you said, only one of these goals has come from outside the box. That was maybe the most memorable goal of the lot because it came in the Classico. But otherwise, a lot of them have been inside the box, inside the 6-yard box even. They've been proper kind of poachers, number 9 type finishes. And sometimes you see the end product, you see the goal, the finish, and you think, oh, it's pretty straightforward. Or you think, oh, he's been a bit lucky there. The ball has just dropped to him inside the box. But when it keeps happening over and over again, it's not luck, is it? There's a reason for it. And you can highlight some of the goals in particular. Let's look at, for example, the first goal and the most recent goal that he scored for Madrid. The first goal was away at San Mamés against Athletic Club on the first weekend of the La Liga season. Bellingham himself says the finish was a bit lucky. It was a cross from out wide, a corner, I think. It comes in. He sort of kicked it into the ground and it bounced up and over the goalkeeper. I don't know if you remember. And you look at that and you think, oh, yeah, maybe it's just a bit of a lucky finish. But when you watch it again, it's all about the movement. As the corner's coming in, he's being shielded by Tchouaméni, his teammate. He's using Tchouaméni as a shield with his marker to give himself a little bit of space. And then he goes and moves really quickly for a couple of seconds, gets away from his man, using Tchouaméni as the shield, finds space. And that's why he's got the space for the shot. Look at the most recent goal, the second goal in El Clasico against Barcelona in the 92nd minute. Again, it's a close range finish from inside the box. But why is he in that position? Again, because of his movement, because he's quicker than the rest. He's with Oriol Romeu, Barca's defensive midfielder, when I think it's Modric, Carvajal has got the ball. Romeu goes to sleep. Bellingham doesn't. Bellingham legs it into the box. And so when Carvajal's ball goes to Modric miscontrols, actually. You might remember, and the ball sort of loops over the head of Inigo Martinez, the defender. And because Bellingham has kind of put the afterburners on to get into that position, he is there taking a risk, thinking, like, not sure what's going to happen here, but if I'm in the right position, if I'm in the right place, then if the ball comes to me, I'm going to be there to finish it. And he tucked it past Ter Stegen. So like I say, so I'm going to pick out one quality. It would be that movement off the ball and the intelligence, the kind of on-field intelligence to know where he needs to be at the right time.
Stevie, there's got to be a good chance that Jude Bellingham, during his career, wins the Balon d'Or. But if he maintains this form, is he a candidate to become the youngest ever Balon d'Or winner next year? Because Brazilian Ronaldo holds that record right now. And it would depend when FIFA holds the ceremony. But is there a chance, even though he's only 13 goals in 13 games so far, that he could be in contention for the award next year?
Well, if he keeps scoring at the rate he is, then it really shouldn't be a contest, should it? I mean, what he's doing is absolutely incredible. And Alex was talking about Savio, talking about his personality. That personality means that he doesn't hear any of the noise outside. He doesn't hear all the talk of how great he is. That doesn't affect him. He's, in his mind, he's turning up and playing football. Mm-hmm. The same way that we turn up on a Sunday and play with your mates down the park. Yeah. That's his mentality, and so that's the personality Savio's on about. So yeah, as far as Balon d'Or, I mean, I guess it's a little early, but the truth of the matter is, if he keeps scoring at the rate he is, then seriously, why wouldn't he win it?
When you look at what he's done so far, and he's got the Euros next year, Alex, and he's having a great time at Real Madrid. Stevie's spoken about his mentality, took his mum to the game. I mean, his mum and his family are the most important thing. His brother Job's at Sunderland right now, having gone there from Birmingham, and he could be just as good. He's a couple of inches taller. But at Real Madrid, a lot of players think getting to Real Madrid or Barcelona, that's the pinnacle. Yet you've got the English press that say, oh yeah, but one day want to play in the Premier League. He may well do so, but why would he want to leave Real Madrid ever?
Yeah, I mean, that's the question. And so far, you get the impression that his career has been kind of meticulously planned and managed by his family, with his parents, in terms of choosing, where to be and where to go. You look at him when he left Birmingham City. At that point, I think he could have gone. He had the chance to go to Manchester United. He went to Dortmund instead because he knew that Dortmund look after young players and give them opportunities. When he left Dortmund, he chose Real Madrid over Manchester City. City were very, very interested. Pep Guardiola was trying to convince him to go to City. He went to Real Madrid because he felt that would be the best move for his career, his development, I guess his kind of brand right now. He's talked about what a massive fan of La Liga he was growing up. He's talked about watching El Clasico. I think he knows, he's aware of the impact that for him, like I say, as a player, as a brand, the impact, the sort of worldwide impact it can have, being a star at Real Madrid, as we saw with Cristiano Ronaldo at Madrid, as we saw with Messi at Barca. And he knows what that can do for him. And that's why he's here. I just want to pick up on one thing as well that you guys were just talking about in terms of, can he keep this up? Can he keep this scoring up? That's the big question, of course. I'm going to mention a phrase. I promise I'm not doing this just to wind up Stevie. I promise. I'm going to use the words expected goals. I'm sorry, I've done it. I've used the words expected goals. Here's why. He's got 10 goals in La Liga, right? You look at the expected goals, it's like 4.8, 4.9, something like that, less than half. So he is scoring more than double the goals that you would expect a player to score from these kind of opportunities. Now that suggests, it doesn't mean anything on its own. That suggests that the most likely outcome is that over time, let me finish, it's going to slow down. It's going to slow down.
Order!
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, by the way, I've actually got a screenshot of your article that I just quickly wanted to ask you before we move on to the boys from Brazil. Bellingham's got these goals from 27 shots. Rodrigo's had 41 shots, and he's only scored 3 goals as well. So the higher up you go in any sport, the more clinical you should be, and you normally are when you reach that. So I just wondered about those numbers at the end of the season. I'm looking forward to it.